Welcome back. You're now tuned into the other side of sports. Your host, Laws in the building. It's me, it's Aaron. We back. We back. Free agency. Cuz, what you think about Debo?
Nah, for a fifth round pick, you can't beat that. You can't beat it.
With a bat. You can't beat it with a bat, bro. Try to tell you, we out here. Hey, hey, is you ready? Can we give some props to Adam Peters? The
Yeah, he
Batman at
cook.
least look like he know what he's doing, dog. He
He
cooking.
cooking because he's
Cause
not
we
giving them.
not really, he not spending big bread. He not bringing in bums. He bringing in Batman who at least got the upside.
You ain't even talk about the best
The
trade.
Laramie Tussle,
Yes,
the Laramie Tussle.
that makes you better at two
You get a
positions, pause. Because then you get to move Coleman over to right tackle or guard. So you get better at two positions with one trade. So like the Bama, he cooking. He
he
cooking.
cooking, dog. Look, they got him from the Texans, 4th round pick in exchange for a 3rd and a 7th and a 4th and 26. Dog, that's a heck of a move. They got Zach Ertz back, which I felt like they needed to at least shore that up. Six
For
six
cheap.
million for cheap. It could be up to 9, which I think is serviceable. They signed John Bates back. Apparently, they like him. They got Javon Kinlaw, 3 years, 45 mil. What you think? 30 guaranteed. That sounds like a good deal to me. He's solid.
Yeah, it's not a
They
bad
got
move, and I think they knew they couldn't have Allen back playing on that last year because he already is one of them moody, bipolar, off and on type players. So you have him here on his last year of his deal where he know he's not being re-signed. It could end up being a locker room issue. So I think it was good to get him out of the locker room.
agreed.
If you weren't going
Yeah.
to re-sign him, which he was starting to build up with the injuries, the production is down. So it was time.
And the motivation, he just done. Yeah, dog. Get him out of here.
Because he was checked out until he saw that man was cooking, and all of a sudden he want to super rehab, get back and play. So it's like you don't really need
we
that.
don't like them, dog.
All the way in,
You ain't
all the
gonna
way
want to
out.
talk to you when she see your car. She see your car outside. Then she want to talk to you.
Right. Keep it moving.
They're one of them type of balance.
We might rent you for a
When it
weekend, but
look
you ain't
good,
sticking around.
nah, bro. They signed Will Harris. What you think about that? 2 years, 8 mil. They
I don't know
lost
too much
Jeremy
about him.
Chin.
I haven't seen a whole bunch of him. So I don't know.
Okay, but the Debo joint.
I think the Laramie Tunsil move is like that makes you so much better on the offensive line, which was an issue. Like because Jaden was mobile, teams had to they can't just all out take advantage of the O-line the way that it was, but just that improvement, like I said, makes them better at two positions. And you add Debo. I like the fact that they're not trying to get too balanced. It's like they're trying to get dominant on offense, have a defense that's marginal to basically make 1, 2, 3 plays over the course of a game, and you should be able to stack a lot of wins.
Yes, you should be able to.
I still want to see him draft a receiver.
I still want to see him draft a receiver too, and preferably a big receiver.
I think Debo provides you with some of that big receiver yak. I think they need a speed receiver now that Diami's gone. They need more speed at wide receiver. The whole team was a little bit slow. So I think they definitely need to add. And if he a big speed receiver, even better. But they definitely need some 4.3 speed in that wide receiver room.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you there. I'm with you there. Speed kills. Lock it in. Overall, the moves they made, dog, they look real set up, real nice going into the draft. Because you don't have to do nothing crazy. How many times, Aaron, we going into the draft and it's like, yeah, you gotta get this, you gotta get that, you gotta get this, you got. It's like,
you can take best player available now.
best player available, dog. You get a receiver, you get a running back, one of the top running back dudes. I mean, I know they signed Jeremy Nichols back, but like, I feel like you could really, yeah, bro. You could really make some noise.
And I think if you
He,
take when you're in this position and you can draft like best player, like you could take a running back in the first and not debilitate your team because you have glaring needs. Those are the moves that put you over the top. Like if you were to get a guy who ends up being, that's the thing that they're really missing. Like I know everybody loved Brian Robinson, but if they had like a legit running back, it would completely change the dynamic of the offense. It'll give
everything.
Jaden more downs off where everything's not completely on his shoulders. It just changed the way the defense has to play the team. So if they can get like a home run guy that can play every down, that can catch the football, like I wouldn't be mad at them taking a running back in the first round.
Mhm. I wouldn't either, bro. I wouldn't either.
Or tight end.
Yeah, they can move the needle. Other big splash moves. What you think about Geno going to the Raiders, bro? Seahawks giving him up for a third round pick.
I think it's a good move for the Raiders because he's back with Pete Carroll, who believes in him, who gave him that opportunity when everybody wrote him off. But we know how it works in New York. If you don't have that, you know what, then you don't have a chance. So for him to get the rebirth in Seattle when Pete was the coach, then Pete get fired, and Geno cooked. So I think the Raiders didn't have a starter on the roster, and they felt like everybody kind of felt like they needed to overdraft a quarterback. I think at this point, everybody can fall where they're slided. You don't have to reach for a quarterback. You can get through the next 2 to 3 seasons with above average quarterback play. And at times, elite quarterback play, but generally above average quarterback play.
Yeah, nah, I'm with you. Yeah,
He can
that
spin the
that
rock.
definitely helps. He can spin it. He can
His
spin it.
leadership might not be great, like, but the Bama can throw the rock. No wheels, but he can throw the rock.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Raiders, they got Max Crosby back, three-year extension worth 106 mil. Good night. 91 guaranteed. They hooked him. They got Jeremy Chin. I think helps the defense. They got Eric Stokes, who I think is serviceable. I mean, the Raiders gonna be all right, though. At least that takes them out of the quarterback sweepstakes and going into the draft, so they can kind of
Maybe.
rest easy.
If Shador's still there, you take it.
I don't know that Pete Carroll does it though. I think if we there and we'd running the GM of the team, then yes, but I don't think they would make that move though. And I also don't think Shador going to be there. What did you think about the rumors about Shador that came out from some whack GM? Don't know what they talking about, but what was your thoughts on it? Because I kind of gave my little 2 cents on it last week and said essentially that if I was Shador, I don't know who the GM was, but if it was like for the Browns or a team you don't want to go to, I said I'd be staring off in the hey, hold on, somebody calling me. Hello? I'd have been doing all that in the interview and acting like I don't care. If I'm not trying to be there, what are your thoughts on it?
I think we get around this time of year, and the same thing happens every time. And I think Shador's case is on steroids because they can't stand the confidence that his father has, and then that ends up being the confidence that he's inherited. His confidence doesn't come from some Joe Blow white scouting quarterbacks in the Northeast quadrant. Like his confidence doesn't come from any of that. His like he doesn't need to be substantiated by some goofball loser's opinion of him. And that translates from the scouts to assistant GMs, to GMs, to anonymous executives. It's irrelevant. Like the Bama can cook. He's probably one of the most accurate passes to come out in the draft in the last 5 years. One of some of the best ball placement. Like he played with a terrible O-line, and Alabama was productive. So like they can say what they want to say. He know he's a cooker, and he's gonna end up with a team and end up being a cooker that stays around. Like we out here paying Daniel Jones $14 million to go on his third and fourth team and all this other stuff that's going on, and they never have anything negative to say about these people. But you got something to say about Shador.
First of all, Shador's in a unique position because unlike most guys, I feel like that come into the draft, whenever they get picked in the draft, it's going to change their life. Now, the NIL agree to where these guys ain't like as desperate. Years past where they be like, oh yeah, I want to get the money that I'm gonna getting picked number 1, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Shador don't need none of that. This Bama been set. I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, if I'm Shador, I don't want to go to Tennessee. They don't got no weapons. They look like the franchise. I don't want to go to Tennessee. Even another one. I don't know if I really want to go to Cleveland. Now, New York, I might. Sheen, get it. He the only deterrent for me to go to New York if I wanted to go to play for the Giants. He the only because he don't know what he's doing, bro. So Dayball might be enough to get me there, but I just New England. Do you want to go to New England?
But they got Drake May. They not drafting a quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. Jacksonville next. Jets is up. What are the chances the Shador goes to the Jets? The Saints is. Do you see these teams overlooking him and bypassing him?
I don't think the Saints have the luxury of doing that. Every other year when it's these marginal, what's floating around the top of the draft, teams move up and take the quarterbacks at the top of the draft. Somebody's going to have to move up to number 2, number 3, and take him. If he ends up falling, he's going to end up going to a slightly better team, and he's going to cook. And they're going to look like idiots again. If you trade up to go get a Mitchell Trubisky and all these other quarterbacks that they keep doing this dumb stuff for, like
we told them not to do.
It's a new blueprint, and the old way is dead, and they just got to get over it.
So, what is the team that you would say, like, if this team needs?
You breaking up.
I said, what is the team that you would say that needs to do everything in their power to move up the Saints?
The team that needs to take him doesn't have to move up. They got the number 1 pick. He's been the number 1 pick all year, and then all of a sudden, even though I like Cam Ward in certain regards, he's not ready to play week 1 without, like, Shador can be a starter on a playoff team next year. Yeah, Cam Ward is not that player. Like, he has more physical tools than Shador, but I think it's been more about Shador's personality and his confidence and his not, like, kowtowing to the narrative that they want to paint and doing things their way, especially as a part of this process where they like, okay, we're going to show you and the ones that come after you. Like the Titans, if they're smart, they need to take Shador number 1. And if they don't, whoever's number 2 need to take him number 2. So like, that's just what it is. He's the best quarterback in the draft, and it's not even close. And he's better than a lot of other quarterbacks that went 1 or 2 in the last few drafts. So like, they can paint whatever picture they want, but it always ends up coming out. 3 years gonna go by, and everybody gonna act like, "Oh, we always knew," and they're gonna act like try to sweep it under the rug.
Don't work that way, though. You know how I go every time.
Yeah, it's the same thing every year.
Go every time.
And the thing about this year is typically they find a white boy to try to surge up the boards. Everyone they picked crashed out and failed so miserably during the year. The Bama from Penn State, all these other people. And it's like they don't have nobody now. They're like, I guess we stuck with Cam Ward. We just got to have him leapfrog Shador.
Yeah, yeah, bro. I look. Let me go to my notes because I got some of my notes here. All right, okay. I hit my comp for him is Justin Herbert slash Andy Dalton, a combination of the two. But I, yeah, he ain't no Shador. That's a fact. He ain't no Ward either. Um, the Cal McCord Bama that I heard him trying to size.
Stop it. Stop it. He was a
Hey
scrub.
dog, he's Sam Howell 2.0, bro.
So
I'm
he the
like,
worst
dog.
quarterback Ohio State had in the last 20 years.
I said, y'all gonna try to sell me on Cal McCoy? Stop it, bro. Stop it. He Ike bike to begin with. You know, I don't mess with the Ike bike battles. Then yeah, no, bro. He would not be here backup, career backup. Uh Other moves, Jacksonville, they got Diami Brown, 1 year, 10 mil. So I'm trying to figure out, yo, we couldn't sign him back for 10 mil
I don't know that they wanted
with the
to.
max value of 12. Maybe
Because
they didn't want to, bro.
you got
They,
Terry. You first of all, they got to resign Terry before the season starts. But because his personality, he not going to be beating his chest, and everybody don't know that this is the last year's deal coming up. But he needs to be resigned. And you're talking about 30 something there. Then you got Debo coming in, I think 21. That you already at 50 million at wide receiver alone. I don't think they could have spent another 10 million at that position. So they probably going to draft somebody young. They got Noah Brown, I think, still under contract. And they just going to try. What's the white boy? McCaffrey's still under contract that they drafted last year. So they're going to try to get the best they can get out of those guys. And then it's just too much because you got to re-sign Terry. He don't complain. He do everything right. He cooks. Like, you got to take care of him.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Whatever moves. You got Devontae Adams going
The Rams.
to play with the Rams. That's a good move.
He gonna cook.
I
Sean
think I
Sean
think he
McVay gonna
gonna
have
cook.
him cooking. Him
Yeah,
and
he gonna
Puka,
cook, bro.
so they can't double him
Oh yeah.
every time. I don't think he's ever played with anybody that's good. So like, he's
Yeah,
gonna cook.
yeah, he definitely gonna cook. DeAndre Hopkins found a home. He had Baltimore. They signed him 1 year for 6 mil. Yeah. Kenny Pickett to the Browns.
It's too cold for them baby haters. He gonna be struggling again.
DK Metcalf traded from the Seahawks to the Steelers, bro. What you think about that?
Who gonna throw him the ball? They don't even have a quarterback on the contract.
That's it. Who gonna throw him the rock, though?
Dog, him and
That's it.
Pickens
That's
gonna be wilding out. These two crash dummies. That's gonna be the most emotional wide receiver room in the league, dog. They're gonna be out there wilding
in the league, and you better get him. You better get him a quarterback that can handle it.
Oh, it's gonna be.
Because they gonna
If they can't get him the ball, if they get him a bum out there, dog, it's gonna be meme after meme every week.
Every week, bro. Every week. But yeah, so those are the most notable transitions and trades and signings that I saw out there. I think Joey Bosa got signed. He's going to
Bills.
Bills, yeah. So Bills going to go with Joey Bosa. Cowboys signed Javonte Williams. No, that Bama's so slow and unproductive. I just don't even know why they wasted their bread, dog. These Bama's. There's gonna be some trash. I'm sorry to the Cowboys fan. They're gonna be some trash for a minute, bro. Dog, these Bama's get worse in the off season. Back in the day, Jerry used to know what he was doing, but get Bama's, they would get better. Like these signings and the Bama's they kept, I'm like, I don't know, bro. They in trouble. They in trouble
Jerry
for
barely
real.
breathing.
Yeah. So uh I heard a rumor that Whitcomb might just go back to school so you don't have to go to the. Is that what's going on?
You said who?
They saying Cooper Flag might just go back to school. Just say he
Zero
ain't messing with it.
0% chance. 0% chance.
They say we still gonna be sorry again next year. It ain't gonna matter.
Right. If they don't get him, they're gonna be bummed. They'll be right back in it.
Yeah. Sam Darnold, dog. What you think about?
Scrub. Oh, what is he gonna do without O'Connell?
Yeah, he with the Seahawks now.
I thought he was with the Colts.
Nah, Colts got Daniel Jones.
Oh, good grief. That's so he's starting.
Yeah, he's starting, bro. Seahawks.
Damn.
That's why I asked. That's why I asked Shaq. I said, Shaq, what you think of the move, bro? He said, Bama just put a trash can up, just shook his.
They about to be terrible.
No, and they gave him 3 years, 100 mil, 55 million guaranteed.
No, they didn't. It's no way.
Don't earn. I'm telling you the
It's
truth,
no
bro.
way. It's no way.
$100 million deal, 55 guaranteed, 37 million in year one. They wilding.
I can't wait for
They
this.
wilding.
So when they do this foolishness and it blows up in their face, I love it. Did the Skins play them this year? I hope so.
I don't know if we played him, but that joint is a fail. That's a fail. Yeah. That's one of so the
they
Vikings,
do play the Commanders this year in DC. That's a W. That's a W.
Log it in, dog. You got what's his name? Is the JJ McCarthy is now the starting quarterback for the Vikings. What do you think they should have did? Should they have kept Sam Darnold to try to like keep him under contract? I'm not paying him $100 million. So if that was the case, you're out of here.
You caught lightning in the bottle one time. And then he started turning back into the pumpkin towards the end of the season. So no. You drafted a guy that high and JJ McCarthy, he got hurt, which means he got a year in the system, a year in the offense. He should be further ahead than he was last year when y'all had him pinned to start. So he should be ready to start. Mm-hmm. Now it's going to be hard to live up to what Jaden did last year.
He
But
sat the whole year. Yeah, he sat the whole year watching. You know, basically, if he stayed hard enough, he should be able to come in right away and cook.
And Kevin O'Connell is kind of what people think Kyle Shanahan is. Like, I trust him with a quarterback. He gonna get the most out of the quarterback. Like, he's innovative with the offense. He scheme people open. I think they'll be fine with JJ.
The Jets got Justin Fields, Aaron. 2-year deal, $40 million. Guaranteed. What you think? Is that enough to turn the franchise around? Black coach, black quarterback. Have they turned a new leaf?
That part I like a lot. I don't like him with that New York media, especially the Jets media, with that woe is me mentality of just like losers everywhere. So like he already seems to struggle mentally with
his mind,
that like cloud.
His mind, and that's a
but
fact.
I think first of all, them signing him like the first signing at quarterback, really, it seems like if they may draft somebody, I don't think they're gonna draft somebody at the top of the first, but they may draft somebody in the second, third round. I think he'll have the confidence of the head coach, and I think because of who his head coach is, he'll be handled the right way versus some of what I've seen, including Tomlin, how he was handled. Like, I think he'll be handled the right way and he'll have a chance. So it's up to him at this point.
We're gonna see that media is something, dog. Because it's kind of like here where it's like backdoor. The media be trying to control the narratives, and they just be got their hand in everything because they've been
Yeah.
losing. They just it's gonna be tough. I mean, somehow, some way they're gonna have to block the noise out and be able to like focus and do what they gotta do. But it's just, it's bad. Like I think that they have the right pieces to be successful, but like with all the outside noise, I just don't know if it'll be able to come to fruition. So I'm with you there.
And the expectation
Question
for the
for
Jets
you.
can't be to win this year.
But that fan base want that's what they're gonna be.
They idiots. They've been
That's
losers
what
for
they're gonna
50
be.
years. Like, what the hell they expect? Act like they the Steelers or something. No, y'all losers. Lose. It's like Bill's flow.
Speaking of Steelers, should they go after Aaron Rodgers?
I think that'd be their best bet. Because I think the
Can Aaron
perfect head
Rodgers
coach
and
for him.
Tomlin coexist?
The thing with Pittsburgh is like there's not going to be any going around Tomlin and thinking somebody else in charge. You don't hear the GM. You don't hear the owner. It's one voice coming out of that building. So, and he's managed some of the wackiest Bamas that you didn't find out they was nuts until they left Pittsburgh. Then you see, oh, this Bama AB a wild boy. You super seeing Le'Veon Bell is a super wild boy. So it's like talking about he was smashing his cousin and all this other stuff. So like, yeah, you ain't see that joint today. The Bama just lost a $25 million lawsuit for some. I don't even want the Bama. Wow, you just got to read that later on your own.
Okay.
But he was managing a lot of foolishness over there, and it didn't come out really. So I think DK being there, that he'll be fine with Tomlin, and I think Aaron Rodgers being there, he gonna have to be fine, or he'll be on the bench or out of there. He can't run him out of town like he did Xerxes or somebody like what's the head coach for Dallas last year?
What you talking about? What's
Saleh,
his name?
your boy Saleh.
Yeah, Robert Saleh.
He's not gonna be able to pull that same stuff. He's not gonna be. He probably won't be doing radio shows on Wednesdays.
He got coming humble.
I don't even think that he got to change. There's rules that go in place that all the black players are expected to follow, and when they don't, they get treated a certain way. I think Aaron Rodgers is the only white boy I've seen get handled like he a nigga. Like when he do stuff outside of the box, they treat him like he Joe Blow, whatever. And I've just never seen that before. But there's gonna be rules to follow in Pittsburgh, and there's not gonna be any way around it. I think that's the perfect head coach for him to have to be with, because Mike Tomlin also isn't intimidated by another player's star power or success. And you see a lot of coaches get jealous of their own players and people feeling like certain people getting more credit. Like, I just don't see any of that ever coming out of Pittsburgh. So if it'll work with Aaron Rodgers at this age anywhere, this is where it'll be. And he's better than any quarterback they've had. Even with him being subpar last year, he's still better than anything. Like, he's better than Pickett, better than Russell Wilson and Justin Fields before him last year. He has a better pedigree. And I think with DK Metcalf there, they can be decent.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too, dog. They definitely can make some noise, because Steelers defense, they always gonna play tough. They're always gonna be in games. I mean, I think unlike the Jets situation, I feel like this is a situation where the person who's at the controls of the whole situation is respected at a level where that funny business, like he can't big boy Mike Tomlin. You can't come in there and be like trying to, well, I've been in the league and I did it like to Robert Saleh when Alabama tried to hug him and he shoved him back and that type of stuff. And none of that's happening with Tomlin.
It ain't gonna fly.
Ain't none of that's happening with Tomlin. I just don't know that. I don't know that the level of humility that Aaron Rodgers would need to have, even in the beginning, to get on the same page. I don't think that's there. I think he's so entitled, and been in the league so much and been like given whatever he's want for so long that he won't know how to like really humble himself in this situation and be able to like, you know what I'm saying? And like I think even if they were to be able to like have discussions and they talk, I think the money would be a issue because they clearly wouldn't be paying him what he's accustomed to being paid. And that joint probably will like make him feel slighted and he wouldn't be humble enough to be like, all right, well, I'm willing to work with this or I'll take this or whatever. Because I think like what Justin Fields got going to what Justin Fields make, he got 30 million, 40 million for 2 years, and they gave him 30 guaranteed. Yeah, I think that's about. I mean, you might could do how much is what is 25 million is like the going rate for starting quarterbacks right now.
You just said Sam Darnold got 33. You gotta at least start there.
You can't start there, though.
Then you might need to go ahead and sit down somewhere. He's still Aaron Rodgers.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But he not though, Aaron. He not though. If he was Aaron Rodgers still, he wouldn't even be a free agent. Bama's would have scooped him up immediately. They would have got Sam Darnold. They would have got a lot of these other dudes would have got signed way after him if he was that guy. Aaron, come on now. Come on.
I'm not saying he's that guy. I'm saying he's still Aaron Rodgers. I'm not taking less money than Sam Darnold. It's not happening.
Well, Sam Darnold is getting a contract, $100 million for 3 years, 55 guaranteed, and 37 in his first year. You're not gonna pay Aaron Rodgers 37 plus million.
Why not?
Because he's about to retire, and who knows when. This
now
could come out and
if Alabama offer him 25, he retired now. Unless 25. He like feels so embarrassed by what happened with the Jets and want to prove it wasn't me, it was them. Then like, and it's got to be a great situation. I'm not taking 25 million to go to the Tennessee Titans or the Giants or some loser. Like if I'm taking a discount, it's to go to the Rams.
So he wouldn't take 25 million to go to the Steelers?
Yes.
That's the thing. I think he should take that, but I don't think he will. I think he's gonna be like, yeah, like you paying, just like you saying, like, so he would essentially come into the Steelers and be the starting quarterback right off break.
Out the gate.
So he got it. You got to give him starting quarterback money. So you can't give him backup money. Backup money is like 10, 12, 14 mil. So right now, Daniel Jones.
No, super bum backup is 14 mil. Like it's some solid backups.
Nah. Super bum. Nah, what backup? Nah, dog. Super bum.
I'm about to pull it up now. I'm saying. No.
Nick Mullins is getting
what's worse? What's worse than Daniel Jones?
Daniel Jones is
he's terrible.
Well, this is the thing with Daniel Jones. He is terrible, but he's had a lot of starts, and so people with the starts, like he's had a lot of starts, and I don't know what his overall winning record is. It's probably close to 500, but he's serviceable. You ain't winning no Super Bowl. You ain't winning nothing with him, but I'm just saying, like, no, the backup quarterbacks is not getting paid like that.
Kirk Cousins getting 45.
That's that's from his last contract last year. When
he just signed.
They paid him last year before the draft, but they were stupid because that Batman not even playing now. They just got to eat that contract. But like general backup Batmans, well, he would be a starting quarterback, so he wouldn't even be. I'm talking about Aaron Rodgers. He would start. So because this backup Batmans is $8 million. Joshua Dobbs $8 million. Like so, you might get. Again,
Gardner
if you're not paying
12.5.
Yeah, if you're not paying nobody else, then I guess 25 is a come up for Aaron Rodgers at this juncture of his career, and to have an
Gino
opportunity
getting 25.
Yeah, so I think that's fair. 25, you right there with Gino. That's
Baker
fair.
Mayfield 33, Sam Darnold 33, Derek Carr 37. Aaron Rodgers is due to get 37 before he got away.
Yeah, he better than Derek Carr, in my opinion. Derek
He
Carr
better
is
than Derek Carr. He better than Sam Darnold.
okay.
He not better at Geno at this point in his career.
Nah, he not better
So
than
right
Geno.
around
30.
yeah, like I can see him taking 30.
Okay.
27-5, like split the difference, but like at a certain point, it's like you can't go
you
from making 50.
You disrespecting me.
You playing for 50% off. It's crazy.
50%. No, they got coupon out here for
50% off.
Never
Everybody.
playing.
Hall of Famer.
No, but he don't listen, bro. It's not a lot of people knocking at his door.
That's true. I think he tried to wait to see who get hurt.
And the Steelers is a good. To me. Again, you're not gonna be able to get away with the stuff he was getting away with. But if you're trying to win and you really want a real chance, that's actually a place where you can get a real chance, like to win. Anywhere else, you gotta deal with a lot of like. I just think you're not proving your point if you Aaron Rodgers and you go somewhere else, because a lot of these teams are sorry, and if they're not sorry, the management and the coaching, all of that's sorry, which make the team sorry. So yeah, bro. I mean, granted, it's hard. Like when you had as much autonomy as he's had to like do and say and do whatever you want to do and all like that, and then to come into a joint where you got a curfew and you got to be in the house by a certain time and stuff like that. You went away to college and was having a good old time, doing whatever you want. Then you come home and your mother's like, "Hey, when we go to bed, you go to bed." That's essentially what it will be. Him going to the Steelers. I just don't know if he ready for that transition. Oh no, bro. Oh no. What else? Nothing else though. You ain't watching basketball, have you? When the last time you watched a whole basketball game?
When I went to what game was that? I think it was the Mavericks. Nah, Rick had me in the ghetto in the Capital One Arena. Who did we go? We watched the Knicks. The joint that went to double overtime. They was fighting over by the joint. I was like, yeah, I ain't used to that where my seats is though. Younger was fighting security, got dragged out the joint right next to him.
Oh my!
I said, this nigga got me in the ghetto. Get me out of
here. Dog, Cade Cunningham, he cooking for the Pistons. Pistons done turned a new leaf. I'm like, bro, we can't even. Wizards is so sorry, bro. They so sorry.
Is Cade Cunningham better than my man? The Batman that's out here skinning everything, leaving babies. What's his name? Anthony Edwards?
Nah. So different kind of player. Different kind of player. I think that's a tough one, bro. That's tough. Because Anthony Edwards can do it, bro. He can do it. But I just think he just sidetracked by a lot of stuff that's just he don't like.
And he don't have to love his
basketball.
Team.
Like
I don't know if that's true. I think he do love it, but he's a different kind of guy. He's a nigga from the 90s.
Dog.
He's from the 90s. He's from our generation, dog. Where Bama's, it was all hidden though, because it wasn't no social media. The Bama's from our generation was cooking, and then when the lights go out and you leave the stadium, they was going to get 50 again. They get 50 in the game, go home, hit the club and get 50. So it's just, I think he one of them throwback type of dude. He act like social media is not here when it's really here.
Yeah,
he do act like and don't want to take. I don't want to see the kid. I don't want to take care of him. I pay for him, but that's it. Like he one of them 90s type. This is literally what the 90s was about.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, but the Bama Cade Cunningham, this Bama been cooking, bro. 27, 28, 31, 37, 29, 32, 38. This Bama just been on the tear, bro. Especially this year. He averaging 25, 6, and 9 this year. And the Pistons is they a different team. They in the Eastern Conference. They number 6. They a seed in the East right now.
What's he?
6 seed in the East. 6. And then you got a bunch of other teams. Though the Hornets is trash. Wizards is trash.
Dog, if the
Raptors,
Wizards
Nets.
don't get the number 1 pick, dog, this is the worst failure of a season I ever seen.
Dog, this joint is so bad. All right? I can't even
Oh,
like.
they gotta get
No
the number 1 pick.
I have no desire to watch them play, dog.
I don't even know they play.
This is the thing. I don't. I know it's gonna sound like I'm like a old curmudgeon type Batman. Just don't. I don't like none of these players on the team, dog. I don't like Kalabali. I don't like him, dog. People say, "Oh, young, he can do." Dog, if you can't shoot the basketball, I hate you.
Bama said, "I hate you."
Dog, I don't care how athletic. Like I used to, even back growing up, like Bammers who couldn't shoot the rock. I never liked like the slash of Bama. I don't, dog. No, bro. You got to be able to shoot for me to like you. Until LeBron developed his like mid-range game, I ain't like LeBron. I'm like, dog, this Bama can't shoot. Then he finally like developed the mid-range joint. Now he can shoot. Yeah, it's fine with me. Like, but you can't tell me that like maybe I've just been scarred from all the Bamas we've had here that just could not score. Outside of Bradley Beal, John Wall could score, but he wasn't a prolific shooter, but he could score the basketball. So I because he could score and he was athletic and he could just outrun everybody, that joint kind of gave him a pass. Gil could score. Gil was a cooker. He
the best scorer Wizards ever had.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I like Gil. I'm like, dog, this Bama can shoot it. We don't
for
have
real.
that.
And we being all the way honest, Gil is a top 20 NBA all-time scorer. Like he could get a bucket.
Yeah,
he could get a bucket.
Though. At will.
He was OC, but the Bama could get a bucket.
You needed a bucket, Gil was your man. He could get you a bucket, bro.
Yeah, but they don't have anybody that's even watchable, like you said. Like somebody that you tune in to see. It's no John Wall, it's no Bill, it's no what's the other boy from the Lakers and Clippers?
Jordan. So this is the roster. Jordan Poole, he can score, but he not a leader, and you can't like make him your main guy. That's the first fail. Alex Zah, I'm watching him. He doing much better, but like at his height and his size, I need like the Bama need to be averaging 3 blocks. He need to be Wemby blocking everything off the rim, dunking everything. To me, he's not aggressive enough yet. And maybe that'll come, but whatever. Bilal, I already said I don't really like him that much. He got athleticism, but he play a little timid at times. The Bama could score 25 in one game and in the next game too. That type of stuff infuriates me because like I don't get it. Like even when I was playing basketball, I never had no streaky dog. I'm at least gonna be consistent. I'm cooking tonight. I'm cooking tomorrow night. I'm cooking the night after that. Like it ain't gonna be like I cook tonight, then you don't even know I'm on the court the next night. Like that, what? That's what it be happening with him. One night he do well, but okay, boom, boom. The next night, I'm like, is this Bama hurt? Is he in foul trouble? Like, I can't stand it. Bud Carrington, he has potential. He has potential for me to like him because he can actually shoot the basketball. The Bama take a little bit. Well, he's been doing better, but like, I just need him to develop over the summer. But he could be a piece. Keyshawn George, I like him a little bit too because he can score and shoot outside. But they got Chris Middleton, that Bama 56 years old. I get him off the roster. Corey Kispert, this Bama, again, he's a shooter, but he's streaky. So I don't like him because I can't count on him night in and night out to get you 15, 20. Like, you should let me know. Justin Champagnie, I like Justin Champagnie. I think he's solid. I think he's a piece you could build off of.
What size hat is that Bama with?
I don't know.
It gotta be a 9.5, though. I've never seen him. He's like a bobblehead on the court. But some nights he get buckets.
He get buckets, dog. And I mean, I wish they lean on him more and just let him start and just let him just go. Just let him go. Marcus Smart, I like what he's brought to the team. He's
I didn't
not
know he was
again,
on the
he's not a
roster.
score.
I didn't even know.
Again, he's not a scorer, but I like what he's brought to the team. Like as far as toughness is concerned, you need that. But that's like a Bama you add to a championship team. That's not a Bama you add to a sorry team that ain't got no scores. That's just my opinion. Malcolm Brogdon, same thing. Like I like the toughness. He can score inside, but I just if he stays healthy, okay, but I don't know. Tristan Vujicic, get him out of here, dog. He's been able to show and display some shooting, but he's like one of them centers that want to live out on outside. Like he's not getting dirty in the paint, none of that. So get him out of here. Sadiq Bey, they brought him. I really can't say much outside of what he's been for other teams. He played with the Pistons and he was solid there, but he ain't really done much here. Rashawn Holmes, I like his tenacity, but again, like he like a junkyard dog. He can only get you inside buckets. He can't really shoot outside. Bama get in foul trouble easily. Just and the rest of the roster, it don't even matter, dog. They all sorry to me. So you can't win with this roster. That's all I'm gonna say. I did all that to say you can't win with them. So, anything else, dog? Anything else we missed to talk about?
Yes. We've
What's
been
that?
all season, we've been neglecting to talk about Maryland basketball. And they got a cooker.
Okay.
They got a cooker. Have you been paying attention to anything Maryland basketball?
I have. The tournament is right around the corner. I have been watching Maryland basketball because I've been forced to. See, this is what happened. When y'all cook, you get on the radar. That's all you got to do. Bama's one of they be like, yeah, you don't talk about this, you don't talk about. No, if you cook, I don't talk about bums. I'm tired of giving bums my attention. You cook, we're gonna talk about you. Derek Queen is him.
He's a
that
cooker.
Bama special.
His game translates to the
squad.
leagues. Yeah. 2C.
They got a squad. They gonna make some noise in the tournament. The only thing about the team that I think is problematic is they don't have depth. They just don't have depth, and I think you're gonna need that depth going into the tournament because if one player get in foul trouble, Gillespie he like that, dog. Harris Smith like that. Tafara, what's his name? Gapara like that. They got Bamas on their team that can play. But of course, Derek Queen, like he's him. He's the guy. Matter of fact, now he remind me of the Black Jokic for real, because he played like Jokic.
Yeah.
He real
more
unassuming.
athletic, but yeah.
Yeah, he can get to the cup. He passed the ball phenomenally. He can get his own shot off. He got soft touch. He can, if you leave him open, he can hit the tray.
He want the ball.
Mid-range. Yeah. He want the ball. He can get to the cut. He can create. He got enough handles to get you up out of it. Like he got everything in his bag, bro. And he's real. He know how to use his body well. He know how to just defend.
He's a freshman, though.
He's a tough. Yeah. Hey,
and he's from Baltimore,
bro. Hey,
I like Baltimore basketball players.
And he don't carry like he he remind me of my nephew. I mean, my nephew he played basketball against Gonzaga, and he played in NFL at for the Colts and stuff. But like when Cam was playing, he just was like he had like an inner dog, but his face always seemed under control. Like you could tell in his play that he was like, "Oh, I'm about to cook you," but he would never be like, "I'm about to cook you." Like he wouldn't say it outwardly, but like his game would just display like, "Oh, I'm gonna just turn it up a notch on you." So he has that motor, but it's like but it don't show facial expressions and stuff. Like back when I was hooping, like I would get into a mode and I'm like, you could just tell by my facial expressions. If I'm hitting a jumper, I'm like screaming on Bama's like, "Good D!" Like I'm yelling and all types of stuff. That Bama don't do nothing but just cook. Good D.
Man said he was screaming, "Good D, good Lord." the hell is going on in Montgomery County, dog? Good Lord.
This dog, this before
This before Paul?
Paul's was in.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This before Paul. All that. If it make it even better, I was saying good D Harold before it make it a little better because it was my D I was talking. Good D Harold. I was talking in third person.
That was out of control.
But yeah, hey Young, I'm telling you, bro, he's special. I think they're gonna go far in the tournament. I don't think they're gonna win it all, dog. But I think they're gonna go far.
I like Final Four.
Yeah, I like Final Four too, dog. I like Final Four too. Yeah, but Maryland, yeah, they cooking. I've been watching. I'm locked in. They rocking real nice. They beating good teams. You know, their conference is a tough one, so they getting tested, and that's good. That bodes well for going into the tournament. And they're gonna be able to see. I think they can beat anybody that they play. Because they starters do play a lot of minutes and they played a lot of time on the floor. But the tournament, though, that joint will run you into the ground, like because you're playing at a very high, intense level for a long time. I just don't know that they'll be able to sustain throughout, multiple games on back-to-back nights and how the tournament is. But we'll see. We'll see. Tournament starts Thursday. So yeah, that's it. I'm glad you brought that up, though. I'm glad you brought that up. Follow us at OSS 980 Other Side of Sports. Shout out to Wiz Buffy. Shout out Last J Radio. Shout out Sports Talk Tasha. Everybody who rock with us heavy. And we out.